So welcome, I'm Laura Madden, and if you're not familiar with me, thank you so much for joining. I wanted to just get on and I will be getting on to share more about my process and my journey with fashion and my journey as of late. I'm sure we all have a story to share about our journey as of late with self-isolating and social distancing and whatnot, and where our careers are going. I think everyone is pivoting, and part of what really inspired me to speak out and share about what's going on with me is that there's some really smart people out there, and I'm just so impressed and I'm so inspired. I have to give a plug to Fashion Entrepreneur Club. She is amazing. She's been doing lives all week, and she shares super good tips at Fashion Entrepreneur Club. Got you. Make sure you check her out. She is just like a huge source of inspiration and resources. But she's talking about how, we all can pivot during this time. Unfortunately, most of us all need to pivot during this time. And I'm just gonna multitask there, sorry about that. So I'm just super inspired by all the people who are sharing openly about how they're pivoting their businesses. Also, Brian Hale with Phoenix Fashion Week on Fashion Rewire. He's been sharing, and that's his podcast as well. Many of you may already listen to that, but check Brian Hale out of Phoenix Fashion Week on Fashion Rewired. He's been sharing some super awesome interviews on his lives and some tips about how people are pivoting and what's happening with them during this time. And I'm not that smart, but we'll see what I look like when we come out of this thing. But anyway, hi Paris. So I wanted to just get on and talk a little bit about fashion, something that I love so much and something that's just like been fun for me and a source of inspiration in my personal life. And that has actually been a source of, I guess you could say, empowerment. It's been therapeutic in times of my life that have been more difficult. And that's probably what really got me into wanting to work with people in the fashion space, because it is our tool. What you wear is, it is your superpower. It is your tool. We live in a modern world. We live in a very visual world, and we all can use that. And so I want to inspire and encourage people to use that to their advantage. Because what you wear can lift you up or it can lift you down. And I've experienced that personally. A lot of the women that I've coached with have experienced that. And it's just, we all have to get dressed. We all have to get dressed. So why not wear something that you love? So that's one of the things I want to share about today. I have been asking for your suggestions and your questions. So thank you guys for sending some of those to me. And the thing that I've probably gotten the most inquiries about is, will you please share more about your sustainable fashion journey and how you got more into sustainable fashion? Like, why are you even doing this? Why are you even talking about this? Why do you care? So I will share a little bit about that today. I wasn't planning to talk about that, but that's the one thing that I've been getting the most inquiries about. But if you have another question, please type it in. Let me know what I can help you with, what I can talk about. I want to be here as like a source of inspiration and a light in the dark in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully someone out there will be inspired. And if nothing else, hopefully this provided some entertainment for you for the day. But so, it's like, what can I do? What can I offer? So I want to just talk about, I've been getting dressed. It's been therapeutic for me. Getting dressed every morning, even with nowhere to go, has been like part of my mental health ritual. It's part of my wellness regimen. And yes, I've been getting dressed every day. If you follow my stories at all, you'll see that I take pictures of my outfits and I will post them. Sometimes it's a day or two after, but I will take a photo of what I'm wearing and I will post it for sure. I can guarantee you that. So, and that's something I've been doing anyway. I mean, I think taking selfies is just so silly, and it helps me to laugh at myself. And, for that reason alone, I just love doing it. But, this whole thing with the social distancing and the self-quarantining and not having anywhere to go, at first it was like, you know, what's the point of getting dressed and putting in that effort? Like, what's the point? And, you know, I've gotten some messages from friends and it's like, no, I'm not getting dressed. No, it is a waste of my time. I'm happy in my sweats and my yoga pants, and that's fine as well. For me personally, I want to talk about this because it has been therapeutic for me. And, you know, if nothing else, in such an uncertain and anxious and scary time, it's like, are you going to get dressed or aren't you? Are you going to wear this or that? It's like a choice that you have. It's your choice, and it's something that you can control. And I think that's what I love so much about the whole ritual of going into my closet and picking out something to wear, putting it on, and taking a photo. It is in my control. And in such an uncertain time, it at least brings some type of like certainty to our day. It brings some type of normalcy, like having a regimen, having a ritual, something that you love. And so for me, it just makes me feel good. And even if just for that, you know, short time, it works. And I'm not saying that I'm not feeling crappy right now. And I know there's a lot of people who are really hurting right now. I'm not saying like, you know, just putting on a great outfit is going to solve everything. You're going to feel so great, but it might work. And it just might be the bridge that you need to get you from feeling in total despair and fear to feeling really secure and good about yourself, and the fact that life is going to go on and we will get through this and we will survive and we will come out better than before. It's that I believe. That's what I tell myself, and I will keep telling myself that. So what am I wearing today? Hi. Oh my God, Freedom Coliseum. I love you. I'll talk more about him later, but you are like such an angel. Thank you. Hi, Casey. Thanks for being here from Germany as well. So today, I've been sharing, mostly wearing t-shirt and jeans. Get dressed every day. It's nothing special. I've been really open with that. It's nothing special. But just the act of putting myself together, putting on something that I enjoy, something that feels good on my body, even though it's not great, it really does feel good. And it's like, it lifts me up. There's a feeling of, you know, it lifts me up. And so today though, for you, I'm actually wearing a blouse. I love this top. It is one of my favorite colors. It's kind of like, if you're in Arizona or California or Florida, it's like that fuchsia, like of the bougainvillea. And I just love those colors of the bougainvilleas. So this is actually a Trina Turk blouse. And I found this at my sister's Charities, which is the charity shop / thrift store arm of my sister's closet. It's a great place. You can get some serious deals, but you know, you never know what you're gonna find. But I did find this blouse there, Trina Turk, and I love it. It's just the color makes me feel alive. So I wore this color today and actually have been feeling kind of crappy the last few days. I think I have like really bad allergies, but you know, again, like I put on something a little different and it at least woke me up. You know, it got me out of the pajamas. So I'm wearing this and then these fabulous earrings. I don't know if you can really see them. They're actually huge. I don't know if you can tell. These were a gift, a hand-me-down from my friend Nancy Pendleton. And she's a well-established artist here at Pendleton Studio. If you don't know her, you gotta check her out. Goodwill, hi. I am wearing Goodwill on the bottom. I'm sorry you can't see them. Goodwill jeans. I am wearing Goodwill, don't worry. So these fabulous earrings, they're kind of like, I feel like very 80s. And so my friend dropped off this huge bag of jewelry a couple weeks ago, and what a lifesaver, because I'm having so much fun going through that bag. There were some broken items, so I'm like making some jewelry, which is upcycling, and it's just been really fun. So anyway, thank you, Nancy, for the gift. Love when friends clean out their closets and they drop off their stuff. I totally encourage you to do that as well. Great activity to do during this time. I know there's a lot of places not taking donations during this time. So if you clean out your closet, it's like, what do you do with it? But you could always reach out to a friend and say, you know, hey, I have these clothes, do you want them? And just an idea. Hey Curtis. So anyway, that's what I'm wearing today. You know, some jewelry. Another thing I've been doing is like, I will wear jewelry every single day. I love gold. It just like makes me go bonkers. And it's another one of those things, just like wakes me up. I love it. So I'll wear some gold every day. And again, it's silly. It's just one simple little thing, but it's making a huge difference for me. So I encourage you, try it. You can wear the same t-shirt and jeans every single day. I don't care if it feels good, wear it. It can be like your uniform, but then flip out the jewelry, change it up with different jewelry, and it's like a whole new thing. So that's just a few little things that I've been doing to make me happy. Also wearing a braid today. It's about wash day, but I was not gonna do that today. I just was not feeling it. And I actually did this last week as well. It was about wash day, and I just did not feel like washing my hair, and so I put this braid in, and you know what? I loved it so much. I kept that braid in for 3 days, and I'm not afraid to say that. I kept it in for 3 days, and I just like, it's just so easy. It's fun. Oh my God, no. I lost one of my, uh-oh. Good thing I'm sitting at home. Hi. So getting back to getting dressed, let me know if you're doing it. I mean, is it a waste of time for you? I had some friends say, well, I'm not getting dressed. No one's gonna see you but you. And that's a really good point. No one is seeing me but me. I'm seeing me, and I don't want to see me looking like, I just rolled out of bed. I mean, that's okay at like 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning when I literally have just rolled out of bed. But, I want to see me in something that looks and feels good. So no one's seeing you but you, so wear something that you love. Let me know, is it working? Hi. Let me know if it's working for you as well. So the other thing about getting dressed, again, it's like doing something that is in your control. It's taking a positive action, so it's like, if nothing else, we've at least done one positive thing for ourselves on that day. The other thing is it gets you into your creative brain. And so I don't know about you, but for me, I'm a super creative person, and I need to do something creative every single day, at least something. And on some days, it might just be putting together an outfit, putting together a look, doing my hair or my makeup or whatever. But I need to have some creative time. It makes me feel alive. So again, that might not be you. You might not thrive off of, stretching your creativity and stretching your creative edge, but I love stretching my creative edge, and I love really challenging that. And that's part of why I love thrift store shopping, because you go in and it's everything, every genre, every brand, every type of clothing you could ever imagine. And it really does stretch your creative edge to put together a look. You come out of that thrift store looking great, then you have got style. I really believe that. So getting dressed, you get into your creative brain, which also gets you out of that fear brain. So just a little tip, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love getting dressed so much. Hi. And also, it just feels good. I don't think anyone out there has ever regretted getting dressed in something that they love. And you might not stay in that outfit all day. I don't care. I usually don't stay in the same outfit all day. I usually don't wear my jewelry all day because, if I'm going to be cooking and cleaning, I'm not wearing this ring. I'm not wearing these bracelets. And obviously these would not last a walk with the dog for sure. They've already fallen out and I'm just sitting here. But it doesn't matter. It's still the act of putting yourself together, picking out something that you love, feeling it on your body. It feels good. And again, it's doing something good for you. So if anyone has any questions about that, I just want to see if I got any other messages. But if there's anything really that's of value to you guys, please send it my way. Let me know what I can share, what I can, help with, what I can be a source of inspiration to you for. So I've gotten some questions about sharing a little bit more about my sustainability journey, or my journey with getting into sustainable fashion. And it's, I think a rather interesting story. It came very haphazardly. Basically 2015, the summer of 2015, I was hired to work as a personal shopper and a stylist at a thrift store in Minneapolis when I was living there. And it was something I was asked to do, and I It was kind of something I decided to embark on a whim. I wasn't a thrifter at all. I had no clue, just didn't know. And so that same month I started at that thrift store, I watched the documentary True Cost. If you have not seen True Cost, please watch it. It's on Netflix. It's on, I think you can rent it on iTunes. Even just go to their YouTube, you can get a good amount of it on there. But I watched the documentary True Cost, which is all about the fashion industry and really pulling back the curtain on the truths of the fashion industry, which today are more true than ever. But it talks a lot about the social and environmental injustices that are very commonplace with the fashion industry, among them being that they are one of the biggest polluters of the planet, which is really sad. And so I had no clue that the fashion industry was anything but fashion and fantasy and, something that made you feel good. And so when I found out that, fashion had this dirty little secret, I really was heartbroken and I was really pissed and I felt really duped, because I've always been really serious about protecting the environment. And then when I found out something that I loved and something that brought me so much joy was trashing the environment, that more than anything just like boiled my blood. And so interestingly, I had just started working at this thrift store, so shopping for other people. I started shopping for myself. I was blown away at what I was finding. I mean, it was like some of the best shopping ever, every genre, brand, style. I mean, it's all there. It's all there. You will never find that amount of variety anywhere. And I was finding like beautiful vintage pieces. That's what really got me into vintage. I was finding designer pieces. I was finding things that were brand new with the tag still on. And it was just like mind blowing. Again, I knew nothing about thrifting. I was not a thrifter before. And I was hooked. I was hooked. So fast forward, let me see. It'll be 5 years this July. I shop 90%, at least 90% secondhand. And it's just, you can't unsee what you've seen. You can't unhear what you've heard. You can't unknow what you've learned. And that was the case with me. I was just like so blown away and heartbroken by what the fashion industry is doing to the garment makers, the people who make our clothes, as well as the environment. And that's in a nutshell what got me into sustainable fashion. I do feel shopping secondhand is one of the most, I do feel it is the most sustainable way to shop. It is the most sustainable fashion, giving a second life to what already exists, reusing, repairing, rewearing. It is so powerful, and it's part of what's called a circular economy. And the longer you can keep something in circulation that has already been made, that's already been manufactured, the better. The resources have already been used. And so I know I'm gonna lose a lot of you out there because I get your comments. I know secondhand is not for everybody, but I dare you, I challenge you to try it if you haven't yet, especially here in Arizona. And I know that there are not amazing thrift stores and consignment stores. You might not have that where you live, but here in Arizona, we are so fortunate. We have Goodwill. I do a lot of work with Goodwill. I simply find the best stuff. I love my Goodwills here. We have TBC consignment, amazing source for designer, especially. They are super top of the line, upper echelon. So please check out TBC. I love them. Follow them on Instagram. They are just like killing it, and they just share so much eye candy. So if that doesn't get you hooked, I don't know what will. We also have My Sister's Closet, which I also love. And they're just doing amazing, amazing work. My husband even shops at their men's store, and he's been shopping there for a long, long time. And he finds the best stuff. He just does. So anyways, that's my spiel for sustainable fashion. Beyond that, if there's anything more, if there's anything more, I'm just gonna look at these comments here. If there's anything more that you want me to share about, or you wanna know about my sustainable fashion journey or my thoughts on that, I would love to talk more about that. It's something I'm super passionate about and very serious about as well. If you're not one to shop secondhand, support your local brands, support your local shops, your local designers, support sustainable brands. If you need suggestions, DM me. I will send you suggestions for what is a sustainable brand and an ethical brand. There are tons of them. I mean, now more than ever, we're so lucky. There are tons of brands that are doing fashion well. I also want to suggest Remake at Remake.world here on Instagram. I work closely with them. I'm a board member and I'm one of their global ambassadors, and they are doing amazing work to, in a nutshell, create a conscious consumer community. And on their website, they do have they have pages of brands they recommend. They vet brands. So they have a very strict criteria that they will assess brands. And if it passes their seal of approval, then it's on their website. So please check out Remake. Their website is Remake.world. And Remake also has a really important petition going on right now. If you want to take a look at their Instagram, a lot of garment workers are being fired right now. They're not getting paid. That's a really horrible situation. I'm not going to go too much into right now, but garment workers all over the world are totally getting screwed. They have been for many years, and there's a lot of slave labor. But please sign the petition on Remake's. The link is on Remake's Instagram page. We're trying to get these brands that are not paying the garment workers to pay up. So please check out that petition. If you need a direct link, DM me. I will send it to you. Hey, hi Robin, how are you? So check out Remake. That's about all I want to say today, but let me know if you have any other questions, guys. Again, I just feel like, what can I do to help this horrible situation that we're in? And I don't know what I can do to help, but I just thought, I'll get on here and see if I can share some source of inspiration or encouragement or upliftment. Let me know if you're getting dressed every day. What are you wearing? I dare you, extra credit if you take a photo, take a selfie and share it, tag me. I would love to see it, and I will share it as well. But that's about it. Just want to share why it's so important to get dressed, do something that feels good for you, do something that you love. It's something that I love and has been so super therapeutic and does lift me up. But I don't know, let me know. Are you doing it? Are you spending the time putting yourself together, all dressed up, nowhere to go? It's kind of like the story of our lives for the time being. I don't know. I don't care. I still feel better if I'm sitting on my couch or at my dining table, somewhat put together, than if I was still sitting in my pajamas. I don't know, but you tell me, how do you feel? Do you agree? But that's about it. Thank you guys for joining. I'll be getting on Monday to chat a little bit more. And if you'd like me to share a little bit more about sustainable fashion, I will. If you'd like me to share a little bit more about the psychology of clothes, then I will. That's another topic that I'm super passionate about. And I would love to talk more about that, because what you wear matters. And like I said earlier, it can lift you up or it can bring you down. So why not just put yourself in something that you love and that feels good to you? So I will see you on Monday, and I'm going to keep these short and sweet. I don't want to talk for more than like 20 minutes, because if you're anything like me, you're probably already overwhelmed with like video chats and conference calls and all these things that has become our life. But anyway, thanks guys. Hi. Okay. Do you like my braid? Let me know. 80s earrings, let me know. Peace out. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy. I will see you on Monday. Bye.